Hi guys and welcome back. Today we're going to do a look. I did it for a job recently. They wanted a sultry, sexy eye. And I'm going to use some browns. I'm going to use my Bobbi Brown palette that I have and use the sable and a bit of chocolate brown as well. So I'm going to mix it up. So I'm going to start with some moisturiser. Just applying my Chanel Hydro Max. Okay, which is that one. You might have seen it in my other videos. Okay, so we are going to start with some foundation. I'm going to do something really light on the skin. I'm going to go with a Laura Mercier tinted moisturiser in sand. And I'm just going to work that in with my fingers. I just want the skin to be really light. The Laura Mercier tinted moisturisers are amazing. I love them. And where we feel we need any extra coverage, then we can just go in with some concealer. I am going to apply a little bit of concealer, actually a bit of foundation onto my eyes. So I'm going to be using powder. I'm just going to set that with a bit of powder. Okay, so now using the sable, I'm going to work all the way the lid up to the brow bone. So I'm just going to pat that in. So when you're doing, like a sultry look, it doesn't have to be in black. You don't want to choose something that's so harsh for your skin. So really work the product in to make sure that you have enough coverage and you don't have any patches. Because what's different with everyday makeup is with us, we're doing a photo shoot and there is Photoshop, so you can get away with some things, which you shouldn't, but some do. But when you're doing your own makeup, you can't do that. So you need to just make sure you take your time and you build it up. Okay, so we're going to work some product under the eye. I'm going to just use a little bit of the concealer before I do that. I'm using the L'Oreal Lumi Magic. It's a highlighting concealer. Okay, so I'm going to go in with a smaller brush and just work product under the eye. Still using the Bobbi Brown and Sable. Now if you feel this is too dark for you, you can use the Sculpt by MAC, it's the lighter colour if you're really, really pale. Okay, now I'm going to go in the waterline and I'm going to use my Elizabeth Arden Smoky Eyes Pencil in black. So I just want a little bit of contrast. Can use a brown pencil. I want it to stand out a little bit. So now I'm going to go into the crease with a bit of chocolate. So I'm going to use the dark colour, just the Espresso by MAC. Bobbi Brown, sorry. And this is to create a definition. Okay, so now I'm going to fill in the brows using my MAC pencil and Fling. Okay, I'm going to go in with my Benefit They're Real mascara and work the roots up. And a little bit on the bottom lashes. My Bobbi Brown concealer, I'm going to use Honey Creamy Concealer. Just taking a really small pen if there's any blemishes. I'm going to work some of it in with my fingers. Now if you feel that the tinted moisturiser is not enough coverage, then I'm just going to go in a little bit more. I'm going to just add in a bit of the Giorgio Armani foundation, just where I think I need a little bit more. I'm just trying to keep the skin looking really fresh. Okay, so now I'm going to do a little bit of contouring. I am going to use bronzer. I'm going to use the Bobbi Brown bronzer, illuminating bronzing powder in Aruba. Just take the excess and work it. Along the jawbone, into the forehead. Then we're going to use, I'm going to take from the Estee Lauder, it's the bronze shimmer, but I'm going to go for the lighter one to use for the highlight. And just work a thin line, and then I'll just blend it in with my fingers. I think when you work with your fingers, it warms up the product and it just really blends in beautifully. So you can if you want, but for your eyes, definitely need to invest in brushes. Okay, so a little bit of highlight there, a little bit on the Cupid's bow. So the look that I did with this darker eye, I went with a dark lip because that's really on trend. Try, because everybody's got a different skin tone, go to the shop, try it out. From, you know, if you've got a fair to a really dark, you need to work out whether you're a cool undertone or a warm undertone and what's going to work for you. So just with my fingers, I'm going to work that in. Make it more of a stain rather than a really hectic dark lip. Again, if you saw autumn winter fashion weeks, they're using their fingers and they're creating a stain effect. And a little bit of blusher, just a little bit. I'm going to go in using the Peaches from MAC. Just give a little bit of colour. And then I'm going to lightly dust with some translucent powder. And I'm just going to work it into the skin. It's the MAC. Always knock off the excess onto the back of your hand. And there's the finished look. I hope you enjoyed the tutorial today. Thanks, bye.